Welcome to American Chronicles. The history of U.S. elections is a colorful and complex journey. From the early days when only a few had the right to vote to today's modern system, involving millions of people. In this video, we'll explore key milestones in the development of the American electoral system and the figures who shaped this democracy.
The U.S. election system began in the late 18th century. In the first election in 1789, George Washington was unanimously elected as the first president of the United States. At the time, only a select group of white men who owned land had the right to vote, while women, people of color, and the poor were excluded from the electoral process.
The Electoral College system was created to balance the power between large and small states. Each state is allocated a certain number of electoral votes based on population size, and the president is elected not by the popular vote, but by the electoral votes. This system has sparked many debates throughout history, particularly when the results do not reflect the will of the majority.
Throughout the 19th and 20th centuries, voting rights were greatly expanded. After the Civil War, the 15th Amendment in 1870 granted black men the right to vote. In 1920, the 19th Amendment gave women the right to vote. The fight for voting rights continued through the civil rights movement of the 1960s, leading to the Voting Rights Act of 1965, ensuring all Americans could vote regardless of race.
The 20th century saw many pivotal elections that shaped the future of the United States. Franklin D. Roosevelt was elected to an unprecedented 4 terms, guiding the nation through the Great Depression and World War II. The 1960 election between John F. Kennedy and Richard Nixon was one of the closest in history, with television playing a key role as live debates were broadcast for the first time.
Technology has greatly influenced the election process. From mechanical voting machines to electronic systems and automated ballot counting, the system has become more complex but also introduced challenges around security and transparency. Today's elections are also shaped by social media and digital platforms, changing the way candidates campaign and engage with voters.
The 21st century has seen several contentious presidential elections. The 2000 election between George W. Bush and Al Gore was one of the most disputed, with the final result decided by the Supreme Court. This election raised many questions about the fairness of the Electoral College. More recent elections, such as the 2020 contest between Donald Trump and Joe Biden, have highlighted the growing influence of technology and security concerns in the voting process.
As we look forward, the U.S. is preparing for a highly anticipated 2024 presidential race. Former President Donald Trump is running for office again, facing off against current Vice President Kamala Harris. Both candidates offer contrasting visions for the country's future, setting the stage for a fiercely contested election that will leave a lasting impact on American history.
Over time, American democracy has continued to evolve and adapt. Despite its challenges, elections remain the cornerstone of the U.S. political system, with each vote playing a crucial role in shaping the nation's future. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into U.S. election history, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more insightful content. Your support helps us continue bringing these important stories to life.